Hello. Hello, my friends. It's Katarina here. Year 2023 will be here in a flash of an eye. I'm drinking cacao. And I just wanted to hop on and give you the highlights. Hi, Rebecca, dear. I just wanted to hop on and give you the highlights of a deep dive webinar that I hosted yesterday. It was so much fun. If you have missed it and you want a replay, you can send me a private message and I will send you a link to the replay. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Crystal. 2023, are you ready for this? It's going to be here so fast. So yesterday I was reading Energy Field and channeling energetic forecast based on metaphysical science, right? So the science of the soul, the science of spiritual world, it's called metaphysical science. And I really utilized the wisdom of the tarot. Hi, everyone. Good to be here with you. I utilized the wisdom of the tarot because tarot is not just a bunch of beautiful cards. It's actually a book disguised as series of steps to evolve our consciousness. Hi, everyone. Good to be with you. It's really cozy, drinking the cacao. So when maybe you've been working with tarot already, maybe you work with numerology. Every year, I really like being prepared. Maybe it's an immigrant in me and a survivor of a lot of turbulence in my life that I have an instinct to prepare. I don't like being unprepared. So I read the quantum field and I say, what's coming next year? How do I get to be prepared? And how do I help my community to prepare, right? So if those of you who love metaphysical teachings, we work with numerology. Every year there is a specific vibration, numerological vibration. We were in the year 6 this year, which a lot of people only think of as the year of family, home, community, and responsibility, duality. So yesterday I gave a voice to anyone who had a challenging time this year. This year pushed a lot of people into rebirth energies. And before we can step into a rebirth, an old self must die. And the process of death is never easy. A true process of death of an old layer is never freaking easy. It's hard. It's disorienting. It's challenging. It's emotionally draining. So I was given a voice yesterday on the webinar, Power Archetypes webinar. If you missed it, send me a private message. I'll be happy to send you a replay. But I was given a voice to that just to really validate everyone who didn't have an easy year, because it was a year that made us look at some deep karmic things and any old version of ourselves that had to die in order to be reborn. And it's a year of reinvention. And reinvention may sound sexy and appealing, but in order for us to truly reinvent, again, we gotta let the old level go. And we gotta let the old personality go, or the way that we've been working in our businesses and our leadership go. A true reinvention is a 180-degree pivot, right? It's like you've been known in your community for this, and a reinvention is asking you to shed the old skin and step into a new identity. So reinvention sounds sexy and attractive. A true reinvention is a true rebirth into a new level of leadership, new level of mastery. So I was just taking a moment to validate that for a lot of people yesterday. Is this year has not been very easy for me either, living in this human body. It was a lot of work on the inner planes and a lot of work on reinventing and rebirthing myself. And here's 2023 prognosis. It's a year of the Chariot. It's a year number 7, which is very intuitive, very psychic, very mystical, very spiritual. And the archetype is the Chariot, which is all about movement forward, all about standing on the ground physicality of our life, right? And finding that equilibrium between deep stillness within and very clear vision and this hesitation-free movement forward. That's the Chariot. And we can express that energy from its highest aspects or from its lowest aspects. Lowest aspects is when we don't take the time to prepare to meet these energies. And the way it will show up is indecisiveness. And I don't know about you, I really don't like energy of indecisiveness. Within myself, within others, that's not the energy that I enjoy working with. So I look, even when it's not that easy to see indecisiveness in myself, I really sit with it because there is a cost of indecisiveness. You know, when we postpone moving forward, we postpone making a decision, there is always a price. There is a price of opportunity. There's a price of lost time. There's always a price. So the year 2023 will ask all of us to move forward, right, with decisiveness, even if you feel butterflies in your stomach. It's a movement here, right? And I was also bringing the archetype of the Empress and Emperor in the Power Archetypes webinar, which is really powerful. You know, the way how I approach conscious business is that we get to channel both. We get to channel feminine energies and the masculine energy, meaning we got to channel our intuition and we got to channel our structure and order and systems, right? And it's both. It's a beautiful marriage between both that creates a truly sturdy foundation for business and for leadership. When we become too logical and too rational, we lose magic, right? We'll lose the feminine magic. When we begin to fly by the seat of our pants and having no order and no structure and no systems, it's a chaos, right? And that's what I see, you know, when people lose balance with their businesses is because they either lean too far into the left or too far into the right. And I'm a Libra rising, so I have this natural ability to see where people lost their balance, you know, and to bring them back into harmony, back into balance. Because in order for us to ride the chariot of our lives, as the year 2023, we get to stand in that equilibrium. And we got to find equilibrium within so we can meet year 2023 will bring a lot of change. If you are at peace with change, you're going to have a great year. If you're really uncomfortable with change, you're going to have a difficult time, right? So the message of this video, make peace with change, right? We live in a highly changed driven reality. We live in insecure universe. Planet Earth is not a planet that promises us security, right? It's a planet for very strong souls that come here to accelerate their soul. And the only security that we can find is security in our heart, in our ability to find security in the present moment, right? That's the only real security, is that security of our soul. And then you can dance with change. You can see that change, you know, the way I see change is always for evolution. When change comes is because you are ready to go to a next level. And where you at, if you stay there, you're going to stagnate. You're just not going to grow. So change comes to move us forward, right? So I really enjoy change. I've learned to enjoy it, learned to embrace it. And when it's difficult to move through change, that's where all of our spiritual practices come handy, right? It's a big difference between meditating and practicing breath work and doing our consciousness practices at the retreat center versus when you are going through a massive unexpected change in your life. Spiritual practices help us find our anchor. So, and the final transmission that I brought, final kind of piece, that 2023 is the year of the catalyst. So if your work in the world is to be a catalyst for other people, this is your year. This is your year, beloved. Just make sure that you're easily discoverable. What's the use of a catalyst if you are very difficult to find? If you make it difficult for your clients and your students and the people that you can serve, if you make it difficult for them to find you, what's the use? What's the use, right? So whenever I teach business programs, right now I'm leading a program called Codify Your Wisdom. I really ignite the love of marketing in my students because it is our sacred duty to be discoverable, easily discoverable, so your future clients and students can find you, right? And within minutes, they can easily figure out what you do in the world, how you work, who you help, and what are the at least 3 ways you can help people. That level of clarity, that level of consistency in your communication will help you fulfill your role of being a catalyst next year, if that is your role, right? So rich content that channeled in this webinar. If you'd like a recording, it's about an hour long. I was really surprised by the being concise yesterday. Usually my webinars are at least 2 hours long, but this was an hour and 13 minutes. I'm very proud of myself. And so let me know. And then at the end of the webinar, I was highlighting a very special group that I'm bringing forward. And it's my Visionary Leadership Mastermind that is opening in January. So maybe you've seen me share here and there, and I'd just like to give a voice because it's such a unique opportunity and such a unique experience to be a part of the mastermind for a 12 months journey. It's truly a character shaping experience. Yes, you elevate your systems, your business systems. Yes, you elevate your skills. Yes, you elevate your mindset and how you see your work in the world. What excites me the most in delivering this kind of a program is the character shaping that is happening through the year, where you can see the growth of a person through the year. It is just magical to witness. You see a person going from one level to a whole new level of embodiment, clarity, right? Service, expansion. And that's why a year program is the ripe container for that. If that interests you, please take a look at my link in bio. You can also send me a private message and I'll send you application link. And we can just have a conversation about that and see if it's for you. And yes, thank you for joining. And 2023, the mindset that I approach for every year, I choose to make the best out of every year. Every year gives us a unique set of opportunities and a unique set of challenges, right? Challenges give that propelling energy to move us out of stuckness into the new level of brilliance, new level of evolution. Without challenges, we humans don't grow, and we don't grow without challenges. So the right use of resistance or obstacles or challenges is what actually accelerates the hidden potential within us, right? And then every year gives us a unique set of opportunities to unlock something. And this is why I like using the wisdom of Tarot and the wisdom of Kabbalah and numerology to prepare for what's coming and to share that message to make sure that my community is prepared as well. So if you'd like to see the webinar training, it's only an hour long, which is very short comparing to my typical 2-hour transmissions. You can send me a private message and I'll send you a link. And for those of you who just joined, hi loves, good to be with you. Year of the Chariot, a person who leads the Chariot, is the year 2023. And it's also a year of the curriculum for all of us will be an invitation to self-mastery, right? It's a very dynamic year that says, if you're still waiting for permission from the outside of you to claim something that is your birthright, which is the life of freedom, prosperity, impact, if you're still waiting, you're going to wait for a while. But if you're tired of waiting and you just decide, I'm going to decide what I'm going to bring to the world and I'm going to see it through. And I'm going to face every single voice of constriction, every single habit that drains my power. It's a very honest year, let's just say, to be able to maximize the energy of the year Chariot. You'll see a person who leads the Chariot there's 2 sphinxes that represent 5 senses, right? So we get to become more masterful around physical distractions, right? About our lower nature, right? And really becoming truthful around what drains our power, because we will need all of our power, true authentic power, to navigate what's coming in 2023. And if we give away our power by allowing the habits to stay in our life that drain our power, it's on us, right? It's totally on us. So what I love about Tarot is a mirror of the soul. The wisdom of Tarot, doesn't matter what deck you use. It's a book that helps us identify where we're at on our journey of evolution. And Tarot is a mirror of the soul. And what I love about Tarot is very direct and very truthful and says, hey, you holding on to those habits that totally drain your power. And that's the reason why you're not moving forward, right? So that's what year 2023, it's a year of the Chariot. I already started that year as my personal numerology cycle is 6 months ahead the universal. So I'm running the energies of what's coming 6 months before the collective enters into it. That's why I can give you a voice around what to prepare for. So yeah, powerful. I really like this energy. The energy of 2022 felt, challenging for me in terms of rhythm. It just felt like things were taking longer than I wish they would take, and a lot more review, rewind, what are you willing to die to reborn? So that was the year 2022, at least from my perspective. And I'm really excited for year 7, which is year of the Chariot. And yeah, it's another way to say Chariot is your Merkaba, is your light body. And if your light body is prepared and activated, you can channel some cosmic energies to propel everything that you dream forward. It will still require a lot of action, right? A lot of action, a lot of vision, a lot of courageous decision to move forward. All right, I'm not going to make this too long. I just wanted you to hear the little deep prognosis, energetic forecast of year 2023, numerological year 7 collectively, year of the Chariot. It's a tarot card 7, And if you'd like to go deeper, I have a Power Archetypes webinar that I just did yesterday, and you can access it. You're very welcome, loves. I posted it on my YouTube. You can just go to my YouTube, Katarina Satori, and it's there. And if you are on my email list, I send the replay to my email. And I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be, for me, it's going to be a very dynamic year. I don't like to use the word busy. I don't like the energy of the word busy. So I use the word dynamic. It's going to be a very dynamic year. And let's get ready for it.